Oh, hey everyone. Today, a guy drove past me in his car and he threw a big old lump of cheddar at me. I thought to myself, well, that's just real mature. Cheese Friday, everyone. I bet you thought I forgot, but I did not. Hey everyone, welcome to Radical Geek YouTube, where every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, most of the time, we upload videos, and then on Sunday, we host a live stream, affectionately coined Coffee Talk, where we brew a beverage together, often pair it with a ketogenic recipe, and then kind of just chat amongst ourselves and enjoy each other's company and share our keto experiences. Or if you're not keto, you just having a good time with us. So but every Friday, we do a Cheese Friday, and that Cheese Friday, we take a cheese and I give you a little bit of information about it. I kind of go through like a cheesemonger sort of review, but I'm not like any sort of cheesemonger expert, so it's kind of more personal opinion. But we do talk about the age of the cheese, the hardness of the cheese, the appearance of the cheese, and of course, the taste of the cheese. So, and I give you whatever facts that I know. Sometimes I know a lot, and sometimes I just know what it tastes like, and it is what it is. However, so today, and yes, we're in the office, not in the studio and not outside, sadness, I have a Fontina. And not a traditional Fontina, I have a dill rubbed Fontina. So we'll have to go into that a little bit. Let me open it up here. Oh, the wrapper's sticky. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that. All right, so here it is. Let me bring it to the camera. You can see the dill. You can see the rind is all rubbed in the dill. If I would just hold it up to the camera appropriately. And it's all flecked throughout. So this is the dill rubbed Fontina. And it is a semi-soft cheese. It's really close to being soft, but it's not. And in a lot of other things, let me grab a tissue here for my fingers. It's generally semi-soft. It's made from a raw cow's milk, so that's why it does have that creamy sort of look. Now you're really getting in there. So you can see it's a little bit yellowy, not stark white like a goat cheese or some of the very early cheeses that we've talked about. Now, I say it's made from raw cow's milk. If I said that, I don't know if I said that yet or not. But in the United States, we do not use raw milk. It's made from pasteurized milk. So it's a milder tasting Fontina than you would get in like, say, Italy. For the most part, it is made in Italy and it can be imported, but in the United States, we do make and produce our own cheeses to meet with our standards and guidelines. Uh, semi, and I mentioned that it's a semi-soft, bordering on soft, but that is because it is a very early cheese. So now in the United States, or well, outside of the United States, where it has to be aged at least 60 days, uh, that's because of the raw milk, and it is maybe a little bit more robust and a little bit firmer, but not by a ton. Now, aged Fontina does get firm, just like other aged cheeses, and we'll talk about that. So traditional Fontina, you'll find has like this dusty orange rind. The rinds on the Fontinas are very, very thin. You saw even here, this one that's got the rub on it. That rind is paper thin. It's not papery. It's just very thin. And it's entirely edible and delicious. Oh, the dill on my fingers. Well, it's not as if I'm not going to continue eating the cheese. It's been a long week and I want some. So, but in general, that was okay. So when raw milk is used, it has to be aged at least 60 days. Your average age for Fontina would be like 90 to 150 days. So that's your regular Fontina. Aged Fontina goes much longer. So it is about a 45% fat content. Um, what else am I missing to tell you? No, I think those are the primary facts on your Fontina. So let's see. Let me talk to you about the aroma. Because this is dill rubbed, I smell very strongly dill, and then just like the little after hint of a little bit of a nuttiness from the cheese. So and that little light scented cheese. But because I got a dill rubbed Fontina instead of just regular Fontina, truthfully, mostly I'm smelling the dill. I'm not sad about that because I love dill. So you'll see dill cheeses in my rapport quite a few times simply because I'm a dill fanatic. Let me think. I mentioned the orange rind. That's traditional Fontina. Now, there are some Swedish Fontinas, and those Swedish Fontinas are usually done in red wax. So if you ever see one that's in red wax, don't worry, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just made in Sweden and not France or Italy. So that's cool. Fontina is awesome. Regular Fontina is gorgeous for lovely melting properties. No, you can't fry it. It's too melty. But man, if you want to make a good cheese sauce, go to your Fontina, mix it with some other cheeses. Delightful. It is perfect to melt over your vegetables. Excellent if you bake it into things like frittatas or stratas. Super delicious on eggs. Now, we talked about that aged Fontina. Let me tell you, grate it over your soups or over your pizzas. Pre-keto, I would have said you put that Fontina over your risotto, but we don't have risotto, so your cauli rice, just grate that stuff on there on your soups. If you make your bone broth and you get some hearty chicken in there, grate your Fontina over the top. Fantastic. So, let's see. Let me go ahead and I'm going to use my little cheese knife, the one with the holes, so that because it's semi-soft and I don't want it to get stuck onto the knife, just cut away cleanly. So sliceable. It's not going to crumble because it's soft, and it's not so soft that it's going to melt away. Ooh, that dill is punching me in the face. Wow. Talk about you're amazing. By the way, the dill rubbed Fontina is from Murray's. Murray's is a national brand, so uh, a lot of regular grocery stores have a Murray's cheese section in it. Sorry if you don't, but there will be an equivalent brand, and they carry dill rubbed quite often. So delicious. Happy Cheese Friday. Enjoy your cheese sauce or even this with some little dried salami. Excellent, excellent. Delightful. It does have a little bit of a tangy punch to it, so keep that in mind. You won't be eating like a big old whole brick of Fontina. Don't worry. So have a good one. I will see you guys on Sunday for our live stream. And don't forget to comment below. I know that I have a couple cheeses up in the queue that people have requested, but tell me about cheeses you'd like to hear about. I will see if I can find them at the creamery because there's not a lot of cheeses I'll say no to. There are some. Mimette cheese covered in mites is not a cheese for me, so that's one that I'm not going to do. And I like some stinky cheeses, but I'll tell you, Limburger is a step too much for my palate. So, but we will do some habanero cheeses, and we will get to the mascarpone. I just have to actually have them get it in stock in the grocery, all that fun stuff. So leave your comments below. Tell me about your cheese ventures. I love hearing all of these things. Let me know upcoming recipes you want to see. I know that sometimes I go rogue and I just do my own thing, but I also do pay attention, and you'll find that eventually it'll come up. So have a great one. Love talking to you guys. We'll see you on Friday Night Feast and all those good things. Bye-bye. Oh, I said bye, but I said Friday Night Feast and I didn't tell you where it was in case you are new to this channel and other keto channels. Friday Night Feast happens on the Hungry Heath channel. Every Friday night they get together, they share their meal and all their awesome, incredible recipes, and we just shoot the breeze all evening. So it's a great time. All right, now I'm really done. Bye for real. Bye bye.